Hello. This will be the last. This will be the last video for today. So three in a go. I'll probably take another three after this. But the light's fading because I always need the light. I'll always do it during the day for the natural light coming in. But yeah, I'll get back to it. This is another university purchase, so it's probably about 2000. So a lot of these I've had for a long time. You know, these are sort of original. Actually, this one was pre-owned, but when I think I bought this from Game, and you could still buy sort of PS1 games as sort of standard in branches of Game. I'm not sure Game Station had existed at the time. I think it was Electronics Boutique. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Front Mission 3. This is another SquareSoft game. Turn-based strategy, or sort of not strictly RPG. It's a turn-based strategy game. I think this is sort of the only sort of standard Front Mission 3 release, Front Mission release in the series at the time. I don't think this is one of lots of different series of games that we only ever get like one version of here and there, and this is it. I think there's another one. I think there's one on the GBA or the DS, isn't there? Front Mission, but really nice game. It's like mech turn-based strategy. You have like battle mechs called Wanzers. I don't know why they're called Wanzers. I can't remember now, but it's a bit strange because it's a strategy game, but turn-based strategy, but you only have four people to control, which is a bit odd. But you can get out of your mech and you can get into other mechs and things. And it's got a nice sort of the menu system is the way you move around. It's sort of, you can do research by the it's like the internet. It's like a big network of information. A sort of futuristic network of information. It's I think is it based on an anime? I'm not sure. I think it's basically looks like a manga, so I presume it's based on a manga or an anime. Looks great, and I've played through this, really enjoyed it, but my mates have played through it more than I have because I've lent it to a few people and they've just sort of ploughed through it. So I've not had an opportunity to play this more than I have because I've not always had it on me. But if you can find a copy of this, go with it. Really nice. Really looks great as well. To be honest, I've looked at my game. I don't really keep games I don't like because I just see it like a loose end, and it's sort of I like to streamline my collection, so I keep games that I like. So all of these games I've got, you can almost take it as read. If I fail to say what I think, you can almost take it as read that I really enjoy them. Front Mission 3, yeah. Might even have the receipt in here because I've just found the receipt from Resident Evil Survivor. No receipt. And I got it in Game on. So it was sort of like Christmas year 2000, and it cost me 20 quid. Jesus. Front Mission 3, SquareSoft. Pretty good. Now here's an interesting one. This is an eBay purchase. I used to have the first in this series, but this is another one I played through. I played a lot of, and it takes ages, this game. And me and my mate used to play it, and we would sort of play it together. And he loved it. He really got into it. And so when I got hold of the the sequel when I left university, I just gave him the original. I don't know if he's still got it. It might have just got lost in the system somewhere. But it's Terror from the Deep, XCOM Terror from the Deep. Yeah, I've actually downloaded Enemy Unknown, XCOM Enemy Unknown, on Steam, and I've been playing through it, and I love it. But it's it's sort of brutal at times, even on the lowest difficulty setting, because it's basically a race between you and the aliens. Because you play, you control. It's a turn-based strategy game basically, but you set up your base and you have to research items and alien technology to improve your own technology. And it's basically a race to get the best ships and the psychic ability. Once you've got the best ships and psychic ability, you pretty much complete the game, because they've got no chance, because you can improve your psionics, that's what they call it, psionic skills, and the aliens take a pasting. When I was playing the original on Steam, I was doing really well. I thought, yeah, I'm doing really well, but every so often I would encounter a large ship, because I only had small ships at the time and I was still researching, and I would encounter a large ship. The small ships can't take down the large ships, and they was just battering me, just taking out my ships. And so the only way I could get to the large ships was to wait until they land, and then when they land you go and infiltrate the landing site. And if there's two races that have psychic ability, and they're called ethereals, and it's the leaders of the sectoids, and if they've got psychic ability, they just absolutely wipe you out. It doesn't matter how well you've been doing for the rest of the game, they'll absolutely pummel you, and they'll make your soldiers go mad, or most of them, or they'll take control of them, and they'll end up shooting your other soldiers in the back, and then others will panic because you're getting such a pasted, and then that's basically it. You're shafted, and all these soldiers that you've been building up and they've turned into what you think are like rock hard dudes have just turned into like weeping pussies, and that can happen in one little fight, one little mission. And I was playing through it, and I've developed psychic ability, and I've got some pretty decent ships, and I got a message from my agents that they'd found an alien base. And I thought, I'm going to have to go and take this alien base out. But then it was actually alien base number 4, so there were 3 other alien bases in the world that I'd not yet known of. And also I'd lost funding from America, because you get funding from all the countries, and America is the biggest contributor, and I'd lost them, so I was pretty much on a downer. But I've been putting off playing this because this is well known to be harder than the original, and this is brutal. You want like a game that will just kick your ass. This XCOM Terror from the Deep. Legend of Dragoon. This is quite a pricey eBay purchase. Sony's own response to basically, I think it's Final Fantasy VIII. I think it came out at the same time as Final Fantasy VIII. This is it's about 99. This is the year 2000. I can remember seeing this, but this is I've had this for a few years. An eBay purchase. A nice rarity, especially in this condition, because it has two manuals, and a lot of you can often find copies that only have one manual, and then the sellers won't always declare that it's only got one manual, because they don't know there's supposed to be 2. But it's all complete and it's all brand spanking new. When I first got this, when it first came through the post, I opened it up and I was chuffed. I was just, wow, the condition is superb. And I took it out of the thing and I was looking at it and dropped it. What a great start. But it's a battle mechanic where you have to basically time your hits. You have to time combos, and you have to button presses. And for me, it takes getting used to. I really enjoy it. It looks great. It's not as fluid as a Final Fantasy game. but it does look good, and the FMV sequences are blinding. It's a 4-disc game, and I think that's what takes up a lot of the disc space is the FMV. But it's a long game. There are playthroughs I've been watching, LPs, and they're still going. I've been watching them for months, and they're still going. But looks great. Just takes a long time. Again, I recommend it. So again, over 10 minutes. So I'll cut it off here, and this will be the last video for today. And I'll come back tomorrow. See you later.